Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie, and I am back for a little bit more pop culture nostalgia, and this time I want to talk about music. Music is one of my favorite forms of media, one of my favorite forms of entertainment to this day. A lot of times when I'm depressed or angry, I just turn on some music and let out my frustrations. When I'm happy, I listen to music. I just really love it. So, in a few videos, I talk about how I got into rock music, which was through my dad. He said that when I was 2 years old, he turned on one of his Kiss albums, and when he turned around, I was headbanging on the couch. So, yeah. But I also, other than rock, I also grew up on, disco, R&B, and soul. And to this day, I still listen to those old songs because not only did I bond with my dad through music, I also bonded with my mom. And I still love to listen to those songs that she and I used to share when I was little. Stevie Wonder, he had an album called Hotter Than July, and I still love that whole album. I bought it for her back in 2015, 2016, sometime in there. And my dad, I think, has it in his car now. And that made me happy when I saw him, pick up that CD and take it with him one morning. And a lot of the things that we listen to, I still, I will listen to certain songs and it brings back happy memories for me. Some songs are hard for me to listen to. I cannot listen to Mama's favorite version of Wildflower. Excuse me. There were a few people who did that song and redid that song back in the 70s. But her favorite version of the song was by a group called New Birth. And a former friend of mine tries to tell me, that's not your mom's favorite version, Roz. Your mom's favorite version is by Skylark or whoever she said. My mom never said anything about a Skylark or anything. She always said New Birth. Whenever she put that song on a mixtape or anything, it was always by New Birth. Whenever I sent the song to her, in the days of social media when she was in the hospital, I put it on my Facebook and it was by New Birth. And so I think I would know what my mom's favorite song is and by whom she said it was. But anyway, get off of that. I just adore music from the 50s. I love music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, even some from the 90s, and a little bit from the 2000s. The music that I most like from the 2000s are rock music, from rock bands and nu metal and post grunge and all of that. And it's just fun to listen to those songs and think back on those times. Some of them were hard times, but a lot of what got me through it was the music that I listened to. I just, to this day, I let out my frustrations through music. If I'm mad, I'll listen to Korn or Pantera. Sometimes I'll listen to Metallica. And then when I start to calm down, I'll listen to, say, Slaughter, Queensryche, Skid Row, something like that. And that's always been how I let out my frustrations, was in my music. Every once in a while I'll be a little bit too depressed to listen to it, but for the most part, that's how I can ease my mind and come out of a funk. Sometimes. But yeah, I have a lot about my musical choices and everything on my channel that you can go back to, and if I can remember, I'll post some of that. I'll put the links in the description. But that's how I bond with people. I met some of my best friends through my favorite band. Back in the early 2000s, I loved Slaughter, and I would get on Yahoo, and back then there was something called Yahoo groups. And there were quite a few Yahoo groups. And that was how I met a couple of my friends, especially my bestie. And to this day, my bestie isn't into Slaughter anymore because of reasons, but I still am, and she doesn't mind that. And another friend of mine she still likes the band, but she kind of branched out into country and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm not sure if she's as devoted to Slaughter as I am. But she and I still talk every once in a while, not very often, but sometimes. But I met a lot of the people that I speak to today through my love of Slaughter. And I am glad to say that I have met 3 of the 4 original members, and they are all sweet guys, especially that drummer dude. He is one of the nicest people I've met, and I've gotten to see him 3 times with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and I'm hoping that I get to see him again. I don't know when that'll be, because we're going through a bit of hard times right now, so we may have to miss it this year, sadly. And I want to cry at the very thought of that, but it happens. So hopefully we will get to see them again, and Gabby and I will get to restart our holiday tradition of going to see TSO, because we wanted to make that a tradition. But for right now, yeah, that doesn't look like that's gonna happen. But anyways, with that bit of sadness, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for wasting time with me. I love you guys very, very much. As always, there is a donations link in the description. And if you want to help me out and support my channel, just click on that link, and I thank you in advance. But for now, I hope to see y'all on the next upload. Bye for now.